Karine, the supply chain announcements today are rooted in all the issues that came up back in 2020, 2021, when a lot of it was rooted in shipping and holiday shopping and whatnot. I'm curious, does the president or first lady do any online shopping? Have they had any, no, seriously, have they had any personal experience with the frustrations that American consumers across the country felt in recent years?
So agreed, there's been some frustrations that obviously that the American consumers have felt recently, which is why we took those actions. You just listed them out. And they've been beneficial. I've talked about the containers where we were 2 years ago, where 100 containers were declined, and now we're at 8, right? I talked about October 2021, as you just mentioned, to October 23, and how supply chain pressures, how much they hurt the economy, which is why the president continues to make these announcements. This is what you're going to hear from the president at 2 o'clock. Look, I can't speak to the president or the first lady's shopping strategy, how they go about it, but they understand what Americans are feeling. That's why we keep talking about lowering costs. That's why we're talking about something that's so important, like supply chain, as it affects the economy. But look, what we believe is the president's action, what he's taken, the actions that he's taken has worked. And we see that with the holiday season, right, with families and how we've seen lower prices coming down.
So no word if he's shopping at Amazon or
Well, I could say this.
for Commander.
Well, I could say this. You saw the president on Saturday,
Shopping,
right?
small
On
business.
Friday,
That's
small
why I asked
business.
about
But how
online
important
shopping.
it is, right?
Right.
Shopping for making sure that small businesses are an important part of the economy. And you saw the president, the first lady, and his family making sure that they were visiting small business on going into the holidays.
And I suspect if we polled the room, many of us will probably ask some version of the following question.
Okay.
Given the president's sagging poll numbers and the fact that he is currently placing behind any Republican opponent, has there been any talk in this White House about a change in strategy or staffing going forward in reflection of those numbers to continue to show him underwater?
No.
And there was also a call out in recent weeks to staff, to senior officials, that if you want to go by the end of the year, go. Otherwise, you're here for the duration of the rest of the term. Should we be anticipating any departures of either cabinet officials or other senior officials?
Look, I can't speak to people's personal decisions. We don't have anything to announce at this time. And, we're going to continue to do the work that the president set out to do. And we just talked about supply chains. We just talked about the economy. We've been talking about the president's leadership globally, especially in the Middle East. That's what we're here to do and focus on. That's what I'm here to do to focus on. I just can't speak to people's decisions.